what it really do again. Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day. Shit. Now with that being said, for you guys today, this is the Purrely Bestial deck that I showed you maybe a few days ago, however long it's been. And basically the deck list and everything is the same. The only difference is in these replays. I'm going to show you why this specific deck is actually really good against the current meta. Because the current meta right now wants to kaiju you, lava golem you, and all this extra shenanigans. And legitimately, you're gonna make a board that's so strong that it won't even matter to you. Because this deck makes too many disruptions on your first turn. And going second is not that bad either. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy. Because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the talking. Let's get into them replays. Alright gang, here we are for the first replay of the day, and it was against Purrely. Now I thought this was a going second replay, now we're going first. But somebody asked me, how do you if this deck is good going seconds against Purrely, how to deal with New War. So listen bro, every deck in this game is gonna have problems dealing with New War going second. Especially depending on how many materials that thing has. There's only two things that you can do. You could drill and lockbird, you have to have that in your deck to stop them from, you know, doing their combo, stop them from going to the New War, or you need to play kaijus in your deck. It's the only way, bro, because other than that, you're going to have to bait out them sending cards back into your deck until that thing is vulnerable enough for you to deal with it. And most of the time, if they send your whole combo system back into your deck, then, you know, it's hard to deal with that thing. So the only two ways that you could deal with that thing is with kaijus and drill and lockbird. So here we're gonna get hit with the Max C. I'm gonna Ash Blast on that thing because it is spring on my side of the field. Getting tired of seeing Max C, bro. It's like every day. Anyways, so here we're going to activate Theorem de Colosseum. We're gonna get ourselves the Duel, right? We're going to activate the Foxy Tune, sending the Deer Note to the graveyard so I can special summon the CA man. We're gonna pay some life points to search out the Ogre Dance. We're going to activate its effect, sending it to the graveyard so we can get a Yuki-Oi, right? We're going to normal summon that thing. We're going to pay some life points so we could get our Yuki-Oi Pump Rising card onto the field. Bring him out here. We're going to activate this thing's effect, special summon the wagon, and we're going to special summon the Deer Note. And this is where they hit us with a Nibiru. And funny enough, it's funny that they did that at this point in time, which I get it. They didn't want me making the level 8, the Chaos Ruler. But the funny thing is that it's going to trigger the Deer Note regardless because it left the field. So I get to special summon the wagon, activate its effect, and we're going to search our field spell that way. So we're going to set that thing down. Then we're going to activate the Yule, attaching basically a psychic monster to it. Then we're going to activate the Vestial Magna Hut, banishing the Foxy Tune so we can activate its effect. Then we're going to use a level 8 and a level 3 to go into Psychic and Punisher. Psychic and Punisher is crazy when you get Nibiru if you make it, because you can get rid of the token to get rid of the Nibiru itself, which is nuts. And then you get paid life points, so you get to draw a card. We're going to the King Regulus, so we're going to attack the Yuke onto it, and that's it, bro. So now we have a Drill Shroom, we have a Omni Negate, and we have this thing with 5200 life points, which is crazy because we just got Nibiru. So here they're going to normal summon the Purrely, right? Activating its effect, they hit one spell, one on Ash Blossom and another Purrely. So here they get the Sleepy Memory. They're going to activate that thing's effect, special summoning another Purrely, activating its effect. And here I decided to negate this specifically because these two cards, I'm like, what are the chances that you have another spell? Now, you know, the chances are kind of high, but I felt like with the way you search this out and you use it immediately, you might have one spell, but I don't think you have two of them, so I'm fine with negating this right here. So we negate that thing, get it out of here because we didn't need them surgery. They did have the Delicious though, but they did have to send the trap to the graveyard, which is good for us because now we know that if they do end their turn, right here they have to make a 5 material plump. Otherwise, they won't be able to go into that thing. So here they're going to my friend Purrely. They're going to activate that thing's effect. They're going to pay life for themselves, searching out some of their spells. So they do play 2 field spells. Ironically, I hit the one that wasn't a field spell. So then they're going to use the Purrely to exceed summon into the plump, right? They're going to attach the Delicious onto that thing, activate this thing's effect, so that way they could go into the Pretty Memory. So they could go into the E-Purrely Beauty, which is basically a negate. Now here, I would have done this differently, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, because now you see that thing is attached to it. And now he gets to attach 2 monsters to that, 2 spells to that thing, which gives him 4 materials. Now it was his choice, so to either go into this thing or activate this thing's effect and then attach it to this and to make it 5 materials and go to the new order that way. But the crazy thing is that even if they did, it wouldn't have mattered unless they got less life points than us, because they wouldn't be able to deal with this thing, which would have been able to attack over it next turn anyway. So I'm guessing they decided to go with it this way. They go into the anima. Of course, I put this thing in the link zone, in front of the link zone, so they get to take over my monster, right? And that's all we wrote. They can't really do anything or attack over anything that I have on the field. Sad times for them, right? So here we draw into the Nemesis Corridor. They're going to activate this thing's effect to draw a card. I activate the Nemesis Corridor, getting the Foxy Tune back into the deck so I can special summon or fusion summon the Thunder Dragon Colossus. And this thing cripples Purrely's like it's nobody's business. Because this is a freaking Drill and Lockburn with just cracked up because it's on the field 2600 attack, right? So now basically the deck is kind of useless. So I'm going to banish one of their Purrely's. Not really, because they're going to activate their Purrely Yeep to send that thing back into their deck. So I'm like, okay, Beck, congratulations. That doesn't really matter to me because I'm going to start breaking your board. We're going to slap this thing in the face, get it out of here. We're going to slap this thing in the face. It's going to attach a material to it, which doesn't really matter. This is why I was telling you, them getting rid of the trap earlier was kind of bad. I think I would have kept that thing. But either way, they're going to activate my friend Purrely because I did destroy that thing. They get to draw some of their spells from their graveyard. So here I decided to get rid of this thing too, slap it, get it out of here. We're gonna see you tomorrow, bro. Give me my Muhammad back. Baknaha. Why I keep saying that? So here they scoop, because essentially, bro, this thing right here, the Thunder Dragon Colossus alone just is horrible for them. So the minute I made that thing and we still have the Psychic and Punisher, we still have less life point than it, and I still have this Omni Negate because it doesn't need an attachment, it was GG's. With that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay numero 2 of today. And this one was against, what's it called? Evil Twin Spright? Live Twin Spright. I think it's Live Twin. And it was entertaining because we are going second. They didn't make a crazy board, but they made a decent board that we had to play through, and I think it's entertaining, so you're gonna see it. So they get the Kill Silky, and then they get the Leela with both 2 level 2 monsters. They're going to the Gigantic Spright. They're going to activate that thing's effect, special summoning a blue, activating the blue so they can get themselves a Jet. They're going to special summon the Jet, activating that thing's effect. That way they could get a Sprite starter. Then they're going to use both of these monsters right here to go into the Sprite Elf, of course, get Elfin. Then they're going to activate that thing's effect, special summon the Leela onto the field using these 2 level 2 monsters. They are going to go into the IP Masquerena. Alright then. Then they're going to activate the Sprite starter, special summoning a Sprite Carex, setting down a backwards, ending their turn, right? So right now we have basically a Trap or Spell Negate, whatever this is, which I believe is an Imperm, and the IP Masquerena into this thing, which can make an Evermax or a Unicorn, whatever you want, right? So here we're going to activate the Ogre Dance. They're going to activate the Elf to bring the blue back onto the field. I'm okay with that, honestly. Don't really care. If it was a red, it would have been a different story, but even we would have been able to play with that anyways. So here they're going to activate the blue right, getting themselves a Pixies. I don't know why specifically a Pixies. But we're going to normal summon the Ogre. The Sea Amen, and it's going to get infinite impermanence, right? So I'm like, okay, bet, congratulations. We still have plays. So here we're going to activate the Foxy Tune and send that thing to the graveyard. That way we could special summon, I believe I'm going for the Yuki-Oi, but here they do activate the IP Masquerena, and they are going to go into the Magnite Crusadia Evermax. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, this deck might not even care about that thing, because this thing will negate it at any point in time. So all you need is a monster that's just higher than 3,000, and you're gonna be having a good day anyways. So here again we go for the Yuki-Oi with the Foxy. We're going to use both of these monsters right here to future summon into the Rising Carp. Bring it out here. We're going to activate the Sea Amen, give this thing an attack boost. I was just trying to bait out any negates that they might have had. Then we're going to special summon the Deer Note and the Wagon. Pay some life points so we could get the Extreme Session onto the hand. Then we're going to use both of these monsters right here to go into the Chaos Ruler, right? Give me that. We're going to activate the Chaos Ruler, activating the Deer Note. That way I can bring the Wagon back onto the field. And so let's see what we hit here. We hit an Ogre Dance, we hit a Ethereum Charge, Infinite Impermanence, Emergency Teleport, and a Sea Aiming. So we go with the Ogre because that's the only light or dark monster that we hit. I'm going to special summon the Assault Synchron with a level 8 and a level 2 tuner. I go for the Sorcerer Supreme Severin Chen Yi. This deck has an out to everything, bro. If you don't have enough negates to stop me, I'm going to body your board, because this thing right here can get rid of this thing, no problem, because it's non-targeting. This thing says while this Link Summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. This doesn't target. So here I'm going to activate the Chaos Ruler, banish 2 cards so I can start banishing stuff, and they hit me with the Nibiru, which is crazy because I'm like, okay, bet. Now my board is actually decent right now, so doing this is actually upsetting, but this deck doesn't care, bro. So he gets rid of everything, getting rid of his own Evermax, which is smart because I was going to get rid of it anyway, so he had to do this. So I special summon the Chaos Ruler, set down our Jam Extreme session, activate the Nemesis Corridor, bring the Ogre back into the deck, get that thing out of here so I can special summon the Thunder Dragon Colossus, right? Activate this thing's effect, banishing a card so I can special summon the Ogre, 2 level 8s, Exceed summon into the champion, because the W is secure, bro. I am the champion. Give me that. Activate that thing's effect. Activate the serum. Search out the Theorem Bull aim. Attach the King Regulus to that thing. Activate its effect. Get rid of the King Regulus. Pop the Nibiru, and it's free real estate, bro. You need to have enough negates. You need to be able to stop me for real, you know, because if not, this deck is too resilient, bro. It's too resilient, bro. It's too much. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Right, gang, here we are for replay numero 3. I think I'm gonna show you 2 more replays after this, because then we're gonna get into the next video that I'm going to make probably tomorrow or the day after, which is some sauciness. This is a punk video too. So here we're going to activate the Emergency Teleport, getting the wagon onto the field, activating the Sense effect so I can get my Jam Extreme session. We're going to set that thing down because we are going to play Life with the Sea Aiming to search out the Ogre Dance, right? Draw me a card. Here we're going to activate the Ogre Dance, send that thing to the graveyard so I could get myself a Madame Spider. Activating the Foxy Tune, sending the Reaper to the graveyard so I can special summon the Yuki-Oi. That way we could play some life points using both of these monsters right here. We're going to Fusion summon to the Rising Carp, and we're gonna draw another card, activating Sense effect, send it to the graveyard so I can special summon the Deer Note and another Sea Aiming because we already have our other level 3s on the field or in the graveyard. We're gonna go into the Chaos Ruler, right? We're gonna activate that thing's effect, activating the Deer Note. That way I can bring the Madame Spider back onto the field, which is why I searched it out, because I knew I was gonna use it for fusion summoning, because unfortunately we did hit the stupid trap. I was supposed to pay life points here and search out the trap, but unfortunately we didn't have to mill it because we hit it. So here we get the Bista Lubellion onto the hand, right? Now I activate the Lily because we did hit a Duke. Set that thing down by attaching to it, activating things effects, and the Duke to the graveyard so I can search out a Colosseum. Now with both of these monsters right here, we are going to go into the Psychic and Punisher. Give me that. We're going to activate this thing's effect, special summon it using the Chaos Ruler and the Assault Synchron to synchro summon into the Baron de Floor, of course. Then we're going to activate the Bista Lubellion, send it to the graveyard so I can get the Magna Hut. We're going to activate this thing's effect, banish 2 cards so I can special summon it back onto the field. Then we're going to get rid of it with the Bista Lubellion so it can get banished, so then I can activate the Assault Synchro, bring it back onto the field. This is crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. Then we're going to use both of these monsters right here to go into the Amazing Dragon, of course. Bring that out here. We're going to activate the Lubellion, setting down the Branded Beast, activating the Theorem Regulus so we could attach a card to it. The Reaper, and we're going to end our turn. Now this board is kind of crazy. Now why is this board crazy? Because we have a Papa card on the field. We have the bounce 4 cards back into the hand. We have an Omni Negate. We have another Omni Negate. And we have this thing which is unaffected until they get less life points than us. The deck is crazy, and this is why we don't care about Lava Golem, because we do get hit with it, right? We do get hit with that thing. But the crazy thing is that now I have a Papa card on the field with these 2 cards, right? And I still have the bounce back because this is a level 8. and I still have the Omni Negate. So yeah, you get rid of one Omni Negate, and you get rid of my unbeatable tower, but the deck is the board is still crazy. So yeah, they activate the 6 effect, which they're trying to draw 2 cards by sending a level 7 to the graveyard. They're gonna activate the Runick Tip. This is Runick Castillo, by the way. So now they're gonna get themselves the Runick Fountain. I'm like, okay, bet, congratulations. They're gonna banish some of my cards, right? That thing gets bodied and negated. Get it out of here. You're not drawing anything. They're gonna activate the Runick Fountain, activating the Runick Flashfire. And this is what I'm telling you. They try to target this thing, and I'm perfectly fine with it because I'm just gonna get rid of it so I could pop your field spell. So now you don't even get to draw anything. Yeah, that thing also doesn't get to do much or anything either. So this is what I'm telling you, bro. The deck doesn't care about being Lava Golem sometimes because you have a really hard choice to make. When you build boards like this, you have 2 opening negates that you have to get rid of. You have this big ass tower that you have to get rid of. And then you give me a Lava Golem and you left the Ukiyo on the field, I'm still gonna bounce your cards back, brother. It's too much. And we were supposed to still have that Papa card in the field if we didn't mill it with the Chaos Ruler. But, you know, it is what it is. With that being said, let's go to the next replay. Right, gang, here we are for replay numero 4. I keep doing that. 4, bro. 4. Think I don't put up 4? You know what? I'm not even going to try it. You didn't even see that, bro. I'm not even going to edit that out. But either way, we're going first here. I got another replay after this one, so we're going to activate the Bestial Lubellion Rights and nothing to the graveyard so I can get the Magna Hut. We're going to set down a Jam Extreme Session, activating the Emergency Teleport so I can special summon the Sea-Amen. We're going to activate the Sea-Amen, pray a Lipo so we can get the Foxy Tune. We're going to draw a card, of course. And here we draw into a Therium Trap, which is nice to me, right? We're going to activate that thing's effect, sending the Magna Hut to the graveyard. I know what you're wondering, why am I doing that? It's because I have a plan with these 2 things right here, which essentially I should have activated this first before activating the Foxy Tune, right? But, you know, mistakes were made because now I'm going to activate that thing, send the Therium Send up so I could draw 2 cards. This is what I'm saying. I should have done that first because I would have been able to keep the Magna Hunt, right? And I could have gotten rid of this or this because I could have special summoned this thing with the Deer Note when they get sent to the graveyard, right? But it is what it is. We're going to use both of these monsters right here to fusion summon into the Rising Carpet instead. We're going to draw a card because we paid life points. We go into the Therium Coliseum, activate the Saint's effect, special summon the Deer Note, special summon the Wagon. We already have the field spell, so we can't really pay life points right now. We're going to use both of these to go into the Chaos Ruler. Of course, get a little chaotic, activate that thing's effect, activate the Deer Note, bring the Wagon back onto the field, and hopefully we don't hit the trap this time. Let me see. Okay, Sea-Amen, Ogre Dance, the Coliseum, Branded Beast, and the aim. Unfortunately, we did hit the Branded Beast, but it is what it is. We're going to activate this thing's effect, paying the life points, and now we get to search out a trap. We're going to special summon the Assault Synchro. You guys already know, level 8, level 2, Baron de la Fleur. Give me that, it's mine. Then we're going to activate this thing's effect, banish the light in the dark, so I can special summon it back onto the field. You guys already know, level 3, level 8, level 11, Psychic and Punisher. I think it's too tough. Then we activate the Assault Synchro, bring the Chaos Ruler back onto the field. Yeah, I do this regularly now. I use this thing 3 times. Get it out of here so I can special summon the Bestial Lubellion. And the crazy thing is that when you use it 3 times, instead of getting banished again, it goes to your graveyard. So next turn, I can banish a Light in the Dark monster and special summon this thing, which is nuts. So we get to special summon this thing, set down the Branded Regain because we did, you know, mill the Branded Beast. We're going to special summon the other level 8, activate the Therium Coliseum, get myself the Duel, activate that thing's effect, attach the Bull onto that thing, 2 level 8 monsters, bring it out here, Gigantic Champion Sargus, activate that thing's effect, getting myself the Therium Regulus, activate that thing's effect, attaching the Aim Bull onto itself, give me the attack boost, and that's all we wrote. Again, these boards are too crazy. It's legitimately too much, bro. We have an Omni Negate. We have an Omni Negate. The bounce back right here. Pop a card on the field. And if you banish a Darker Light monster, I'm drawing a card. And this thing right here is... come on, bro. It's like, I think they have a Lava Golem. No, they searched it out, which is crazy. They use Small World, right? They're showing me... they show us the... They're playing Vaylantz. They show us this thing to search out the Lava Golem, which is crazy. That's actually really cool. But does it matter? I don't know. Let's see. So again, see right here, they get rid of they get rid of both of my Omni negates, right? So now we can't really negate anything, but we still have a pop-up card on the field. And now I get to use this thing to bounce your cards back. This thing is still unaffected, on target. This doesn't care. And it's like, okay, so here they activate the Nazi, the Vaylantz Ninja. They're going to activate some other Vaylantz shenanigans that I don't know. But I know one thing about this card right here. When they activate its effect to special summon it, this is their main combo starter. That I know. So I'm like, yeah, pop that thing. They already use this effect anyway, so I don't think they could use it again. So if I pop that thing, we're having a great day, right? They're going to activate their field spell, so they can get rid of my field spell, giving me another field spell, so they can special summon this thing. Activating this spell in the graveyard, targeting that thing to move it, and this is where I decided to activate the Sharakasai, right? We're gonna use both of these monsters right here. Again, you just use your Lava Golem against me, bro. So I can go into the Yukio Amazing Dragon because all they have is one card on the hand, and if I bounce both of these back, I don't know how they work, but I'm like, this should be the end of the game right here, which it was. The deck is too much, bro. We don't care about getting Lava Golem. I mean, we do, but we don't. It's too much. You're building a board that's so strong that you're making your opponent make hard decisions on what disruptions to get rid of, and you still have disruptions after they get rid of your disruptions. So, with that being said, let's go to the next replay. And bro, I know I just said a bunch of shenanigans, and I probably butcher a bunch of words. My Spanish accent, sometimes I forget how to speak English, bro. I just say words and they come out how they come out, so I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So here we are going second, and this wasn't like a great board that they made. They're playing Water Enchantress, right? So they're playing like a small Enchantress package, whatever you want to call it. They're going to activate that thing's effect, getting the token onto the field, setting down the Faithful Adventure. They're going to banish 10 cards with this thing so they could draw 2 cards. They're going to set down 1 card and end their turn. Now, again, it's not a crazy board. I'm mainly showing you this because we did get Lava Golem. And we did get hit with a Book of Moon, I think it was. So I think it's entertaining. So we're going to activate the Ethereum, the Colosseum, right? We're going to normal summon the Seaman. They're going to attach the field spell to, the Draco back onto this thing, which doesn't really matter right now. We're going to activate the Foxitude, send the Ethereum stand up, such as special summon the Yukioi. Activate its effects, send the Madame and the Seaman, such as fusion summon into the Rising Carp, right? Give me that. So here they decided to activate the Book of Eclipse, not the Book of Moon, but either way, now both of these are put in defense position face down, so I can't use this thing's effect or this thing's effect even though we already used it, right? So now I activate the Duke Yule, right, attaching a Psychic Monster onto it. I forgot that this thing protects this thing from being destroyed, but it is what it is. Because now both of these things flip up, and then I get to draw 2 cards. I don't know why anybody play, I guess it's good, but it's kind of bad at the same time. I don't like that thing. So yeah, here we get Lava Golem, which is nuts because I was planning on using this thing to use this thing's effect so I could synchro summon into the Amazing Dragon. But again, we get Lava Golem, right? They try to bring that thing back onto their hand, and I'm like, no, bro. Send it to your graveyard. I'm gonna use it. You gave it to me, right? It's my gift. So I'm gonna give you a gift back. Bring the Amazing Dragon back onto the field. That thing gets to do nothing. I activate this effect, get rid of that thing, and basically we just clear their little board. Which again is not a crazy board, but this is entertaining to me because I'm gonna activate that thing's effect, bring the Rising card back onto the field, now we're summoning the Seaman, activate its effect, pay some life points, get myself the wagon. Then with both of these monsters, we're gonna go into the Psychic and Punisher, right? We're going to activate this thing's effect. Now this thing gets to attack twice, and I'm going to give it an attack boost, which is a little nuts. This is why this deck is really good going first and second, because if you get to make this thing going first and second, you're just having a great day. You're clearing boards. So the way I'm going to activate, getting our field spell, I'm going to activate this effect to banish whatever that is, which was another Book of Eclipse, which would have affected this, but wouldn't even affect my Psychic and Punisher, which is wild. We get a huge attack boost, so we get to go in for the lethal kill. Now again, yeah, it wasn't a crazy board. I was just showing you this for entertainment purposes because we did get Lava Golem again. The deck is nuts, bro. If you manage to build going first, the deck is almost like it's just unbeatable, bro. Almost. I think what's that card that grabs a little ghost in the face? I forget what it's called. Dark Ruler No More or something like that. maybe that thing can stop you. But even so, you still have pop-up cards on the field with your back row. If you do activate your Yu-Gi-Oh, even if it's negated, you still get to draw a card. Hopefully you draw into some disruption. The deck is still playable even when everything is negated, bro, is what I'm saying. With that being said, let's go into the deck list. Alright gang, here we are for the deck list portion of the video. Now after this, I'm gonna go make a Punk Purrely deck, bro. It's crazy, it's nuts, but it works. And it's actually kind of insane what the heck I did. So I don't know, but I'm gonna show it to you in the next video. Or the video before this one. It depends on which one I upload first, right? So again, it's the same deck list as last video. So if you wanna go check the last video where I broke everything down and how everything works, go do that. This is just me telling you it's 2 Assault Synchrons, 3 Ash Blossoms, 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Shirakasai, 1 Gagaku Punk Wagon, 1 Madame Spider, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Madame Spider, 3 No Punk Sea Amons, 1 Nemesis Corridor, 2 No Punk Deer No. Don't ever let anybody tell you to play this at 1 because they don't know what they're talking about. Bestial Magnahut, then 1 Bestial Serenier, and 1 Bestial Deersrum. You don't need the other one because these 3 are fine for what you need them for. Then Therion Bull Aim, this thing you can special summon it by attaching this thing to it, by the way. 1 Therion Reperfume. You can't really bring this out unless you have a Therion card in the graveyard, like one of your other monsters. Other than that, this is just fodder, or you're gonna use it to attach it to your Therion monster, right? Then 3 Non-Punk Foxy Tunes, 3 Non-Punk Ogre Dance, 1 Therion Duke U, which is the best one because you could attach any one of your any one of these. Because they're all psychic, you could attach it to that thing. Then we have 1 Therion Lily. Again, this is one of those that you need a Therion monster in the graveyard in order to be able to activate it. Or if you have it in the graveyard, you could attach it to it so you could search out your Therion spells or traps that way. Then Therion King Regulus, 2 of those, because just in case you mill 1, you could try and search out the other one, or hopefully you have it in the hand. Then 2 Bestial Lubellins. You don't need more than 2 because you're probably gonna hit it with this thing, and if you don't, then you have it in the hand, and if you don't, then you search it out with this thing if you like, if you don't want to search out the Deersrum, right? Then 1 Endless Engine Agrio System. If you're on a budget, you could get rid of this. It's just nice to have because if you do have a Therion monster, you could send it to the graveyard, activate this thing. If you have a Therion monster, you could send another one to the graveyard and then attach it to the one that you have in the hand, which is nice. Also, you could activate this thing's effect, send this thing to the graveyard, and then draw 2 cards as well. Then we have this thing, which again is, like I said, you could send this thing. I believe you can't send this thing. It depends, but yeah, this thing or this thing to the graveyard, you're gonna get to draw 2 cards. If not, it's just fodder for Foxy Tune and stuff like that to get rid of. Then 2 Therion Colosseum, just in case again you mill 1, you can still search the other one or have it in the hand. 1 Punk Jam Extreme Session, 1 Branded Regain, 2 Emergency Teleports, wish it wasn't limited to 2, but it is what it is. 2 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Yuri Punk Nashirari Surprise, 1 Therion Stand Up, because you've been sitting down for too long, bro, go exercise. And then Branded Beast. Thunder Dragon Colossus at 1. It's limited to 1, but you don't need more than 1 anyways. Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Rising Carp, of course. Draco Berserker on the Tenyu because you can make level 8s. Punk Jam Dragon Drive. If you want to add some sauciness that's not this, get it out of here. You don't need this. It's just, you know, it's a part of your Punk combo engine, but you don't necessarily need it. I rarely go into it. Revenus, Crocodile, Archetype, whatever, because you make level 9s too with your level 3 tuners and your bestial cards. Then Virtual World, again level 9 that you can make with bestials and level 3 tuners. Baron the Floor, Sorcerer Supreme 7 Chen Yin, and Chaos Angel. Now in the other video I said that you can make Chaos Angel with this thing and this thing. Actually you can make it with this thing and this thing. You can make it with this thing and this thing, which you have 3 level 8 light monsters in the deck that you could use this to go into Chaos Angel and have both of them effects. Then you have 2 Punk Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazing Dragon, because as you saw, sometimes you use it in your first turn to bring back a level 3 or another level 8, specifically this one. So I played at 2 just in case, but you could get away with it playing it at 1, honestly. Then Psychic and Punisher to 1, Gigantic Champion Sagas to 1, because you know you're gonna end up with 2 level 8s on the field if you need to, so you can search out your Omni Negate, which is your King Regulus, right? And then if you want to slap somebody, you have the Zeus to go into as well. So that's why we have the Zeus in there. That is the deck list. That is the video. If you guys enjoy the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the talking. Any comment, questions, and concern, comment in the section below. I always reply. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.